Hello again. This is my third entry. It is November 14th, 2011. I am wearing a headset because I thought it would record my voice a little bit better than just the general microphone on my laptop. I really have to work on that. What I've been up to the last couple of days, I did watch a couple of more Tom Baker serials in the Keys of Time series. So I watched The Pirate Planet, which I enjoyed quite a bit. It was the Doctor's first big adventure, I guess, with Romana after. Oh goodness sakes, I can't even remember anymore. That other one was so boring. But The Pirate Planet I really enjoyed. It was written by Douglas Adams. If you all know, he wrote The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and he's terribly clever, and it really shows in this particular episode. One of the key ideas in this episode is that this captain, I guess, has created a hollow planet in which he can transport it from different areas in space to envelop another planet and smother it and then basically crush it and mine it. So it's basically a hollow planet that travels throughout space and devours other worlds. And it was actually really clever because I wasn't exactly seeing that coming. Oops, I just said that. Spoilers, just in case you haven't watched any Classic Who, but warning, I think Classic Who is fair game. You can't be spoiled on that stuff anymore. Terribly clever. There was some witty banter in there, especially in the scene where the Doctor clones himself and the clone walks off the plank. You know, the concept is really simple. You walk along it, you fall off it. So, I really liked that episode. The last one that I just finished watching today is The Androids of Tara, which was a little bit slower paced because a lot of it was based on kind of this politics of this planet about who would be king. And the Doctor decides to kind of sit this one out when it comes to finding one of the keys of time and decides to go fishing. I don't see how he even wanted to do that because he should know that, you know, Romana is as dumb as a rock when she's by herself. It seems that even though she's completely book smart, she has no common sense. She will just be like, oh, I'm on a strange planet I've never been on before. I'm just gonna walk around until I find one of these keys of time. Oh, hi, good sir. Oh, you're gonna invite me back to your horse and to your castle? Well, that shouldn't hurt. This guy obviously has, like, the menacing eyebrows, so I'm not quite sure why she seems to think it's a good idea to go along with this guy. So he has to go save her again. Half the time it's him, oh no, Romana was kidnapped again, because she can never, ever do anything by herself. That's the one thing that I kind of liked. I'm not going off on a Rose tangent, but that's one of the things that was good about Rose in general about as a companion. Is that she didn't have any education. I mean, they pointed that out. She hadn't finished her A-levels, but she had common sense. She could really figure things out very quickly. She also had a good sense of self-preservation to her that, you know, street smarts kind of girl. Jamie, from the Doctor number 2, Patrick Troughton's era, I really disliked him the first couple of episodes because all he wanted to talk about was his piper and look at the metal beasties. Oh, forgive my Scottish accent, but he actually snapped out of it pretty quickly, and then he became really resourceful and really smart, and he was always good at defending people because, you know, he had that military background. So, once again, it just seems like, you know, the brave people always outlast the smart people on this show. Um, so, yeah, besides the fact that the Androids of Tara was kind of boring and slow in several places, the Doctor had some really good lines. Once again, K9 saves the day. That was one thing that I kind of noticed about both the Pirate Planet and the Androids of Tara, is that if K9 wasn't there, then really the Doctor would not be able to do anything. I kind of see why eventually they phased him out, because it just became like the K9 show, and then if K9 couldn't do it, then the Doctor was screwed. So, I love K9. He's awesome, but at the same time, why does he have to be able to do so many things? Why is he like the walking, talking tricorder? You know, reverse the polarity, K9. Oh, look, we fixed it and saved the day. So, he kind of did that in the Androids of Tara too, and the whole body double thing when it came to Romana and the princess. That's been done before. Patrick Troughton did that a couple of different times. There really is no reason for her to have a body double. I mean, yes, it's a freaky coincidence, but how often does these sort of freaky coincidences happen? Um, and and you can kind of tell just by the way it was edited that it was designed more to be kind of like a kind of a sitcom format compared to some of the other serials that I've watched before in the past. I mean, heck, it even ended with one of those, "Where's Canine? Oh, he's stuck in the boat. Ah ha 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 ha." Pause for dramatic effect. Fade out. You know what I'm talking about. All those crazy kind of comedy sitcom endings to TV shows where somebody has to have the last laugh. Um, so the Android Zatara was not the best. It was interesting, but it wasn't my favorite. Um, in other news, now that I'm done rambling about those, I did finish my plaque. I actually sat down. It took me 2 hours to do this. I still haven't finished the back to it yet, as you can see, but I made it for my friend Mara, and it says Happy Holidays. And basically it's a wooden plaque, as you can see, where I painted about 2 or 3 layers of black paint on there. And then, I don't know if you can see this, but basically wherever I wanted to have black, I basically didn't paint. So I didn't draw any of the black lines. I simply just painted kind of negative space of where I wanted there to be color and just left all the black empty. It looks really cool though once you actually kind of get it all finished and shellacked. So there's several different layers here. I've got the black, I've got the colors on top, and then I also had to put little glitter in all the Christmas lights. So I think it looks awesome, especially with the top layer gloss on it. I'm going to be sending this down to Puerto Rico shortly, so if Mara's watching, then you know this is coming soon. Yay! And then you and Johanna will have matching plaques. I expect something equally awesome for my Christmas present. So, what else? Random thing. I was listening to some of my old MP3s and I came across "Then You Look at Me" by Celine Dion. Kind of a silly song, really. I mean, it's one of those power ballads that you just sing along to with all your heart and soul. But what that song reminded me of is that that song was actually part of the end credits of the movie Bicentennial Man with Robin Williams in it. And I actually really, really liked that movie. I thought it was really interesting, the idea of an artificial intelligence like becoming more and more human to the point where he falls in love. Belle's like, yes, that's an interesting concept. Get down, Belle. So I'm just curious because I remember people not liking the movie or saying that it was ridiculous, but for some reason that movie really got me thinking, especially when I was younger, because this movie came out when I was like in middle school or early high school. I can't remember exactly which. I think I was in high school. And yes, it was silly and there were some things that could have been done better, but just the idea of artificial intelligence getting that far advanced has always been something of mine that really, really interests me. If you watched any of the old Star Trek, like on Next Generation, Data was my favorite character. Once again, he's an android aiming to be human. He only gets there part way. And then you have on Star Trek Voyager, which was the one that I watched during high school and that I obsessed about, the Doctor, not Doctor Who, the Doctor as in the emergency medical hologram was my absolute favorite character. Once again, he was a computer program that became sentient, and he also fought for his rights and fell in love. So, those kind of characters always fascinate me. I think they fascinate a lot of other people too, otherwise they wouldn't continue making those sort of characters. So, just a general question, if anybody wants to answer it. What did you think of Bicentennial Man? Did you think it was actually that thought-provoking, or did you just think it was kind of like a sad reproduction of something awesome? So let me know, and I will be continuing with The Power of Kroll, with Tom Baker coming up here, and I'll let you know about that. Castle is on tonight, so I will definitely have opinions about that tomorrow. And oh, and I did get my husband to watch the first episode, A Study in Pink, of Sherlock. There's 3 episodes, so it's not that hard to get him to watch all of them. But he watched the first one with me last night, and he found it terribly clever. Didn't laugh as much as I did, but maybe he was halfway asleep. I'm not quite sure. But I am determined to make him just an absolute BBC geek by the time I'm done with him. So, yeah. So, looking forward to hearing your comments, and aloha. Mahalo. Bye.